Senator, great to have you here to open the conference this year. You spoke about some of the innovations Tennis Australia has done, like hot shots. What are the areas you think they've done well in the recent years?
Well, I think having that big vision to take a sport and transform it in a way that it's completely relevant to how kids and families function and the kind of sports that are going to get kids interested. So the thing I love about hot shots is that it brings all of those principles, but it's also really smart. It is about the tactical game for little kids and thinking about how they're playing, and that allows the strength and coordination issues that come as kids mature physically to come in their own good time. So there's good science behind it as well, and that's really impressive.
How important is a sport like tennis and like all sports to the community?
Look, I describe it as glue in the community, but also as far more than the sum of its parts. And, you know, if you've got all day, I can tell you the benefits sports brings, but it's not just about physical and mental health well-being that it brings. It's about that sense of belonging and being part of something that's more than just, your own little world. And for many kids, and I know they make their best friends through their sport. And I'm also the Minister for Multicultural Affairs, and I know so many young refugees, young migrants who've come to Australia who've made their first friend through their sport. They put on that jersey that's like the same jersey as the guy next door or the woman next door, and suddenly they're part of the community, even if they can't speak English. So it's a great icebreaker in our community and builds that sense of belonging and common identity. It's a beautiful thing.
You spoke about other things like strong governance, good governance. Do you think Tennis Australia are on track in that sense?
I'm impressed with the reforms to date of Tennis Australia. I think it almost needs to be a program of continual improvement, drawing on best practice around the world and being able to adapt to current challenges. I think the thing I like about Tennis Australia's leadership and governance at the moment is they are thinking about the future. What changes need to be made now to strengthen that core of the sport so you're best able to respond to challenges? And they're coming thick and fast from all directions. Everyone's vying for their sport to be the one that kid chooses to play. That's just part of it. There are many other challenges coming at us internationally that we need to be able to respond to if we want to stay at the top.
How do you sift through all the sports and identify the ones that you're going to align yourselves with?
Yeah, oh look, I'm one of those people that, I watch sport and it just makes me want to play. I'm not particularly good at anything, but I love trying sports. So, I get emotional at a good sports montage. For me, it's just part of who I am, certainly part of how I was brought up, and I can see the benefits with my own kids. It just brings so much to my life, and I know that that's a shared experience with so many people in this country.
You got a pretty good racket given to you tonight. Do you think you'll get out and be able to use it in amongst other things?
I think that one will take a special place. I've already got a tennis racket, so that's all right. But, well, I'm very, very honoured to be presented with a tennis racket signed by Stam Stoser. She is a genuine hero and inspiration to the next generation of kids that want to pick up a tennis racket and play. And that's really what it's all about, that continuum, that link between the elite performance and why every cent we invest is worthy, because it does make that next generation of kids sit up and take notice.
Thanks, Senator.
Thanks very much.